Good morning, Wilson. My name is Connor Dooley, and I welcome you to Wilson Worldwide. Our first story this week comes from Toronto, Canada, as last week a van driven by 25-year-old Alex Manazian drove into a group of people and has left 10 dead and 15 injured. Bystanders of the incident have described the situation as a large white rental van repeatedly mounting the sidewalk and hitting people that were walking. Police eventually tracked down the man after a chase several blocks down, and the man was restrained with no shots being fired after a tense standoff with police, even though he was indeed armed. Motives have yet to be found, and the Toronto police chief has stated that there will be an extensive investigation on the matter. Now for another story from around the world, here is Tatiana Hilario.
Good morning, ladies and gents. I'm Tatiana Hilario here with your weekly update. Dylan McWilliams may just be the luckiest man alive. McWilliams was bitten by a shark in Hawaii on Thursday and survived with only deep cuts requiring stitches on his legs. Last July, he received 9 staples to the scalp after being attacked by a nearly 300-pound bear at a Colorado campsite. According to Dylan, the bear grabbed him by the back of the head and began to pull him as he tried his hardest to fight back. It dropped him and stomped on him. But wait, it gets weirder. About 3.5 years ago, a rattlesnake bit him in Utah. Luckily, he only took in a small amount of venom, so he wasn't ill for long. Would you say this guy is the luckiest man alive, or the most unfortunate and needs to stay in the house? That's all for this odd report, Wilson. Now back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you, Tati. And now for some tech and gaming, here is Cottrell Staton.
Hey guys, for the first story, the Smithsonian Museum now has interactive guide robots, all being priced at $20,000. These robots are intelligent and can hear and react to everything you say. Is that cool or what? Next, SEC issued a $35 million fine over Yahoo's failing to disclose data breaches. Yahoo has really went down the past years. Do you think they deserve this? Now back to desk with Connor.
Thank you, Cottrell. Now for arts and entertainment, here is Alexis Carabon.
Thanks, Connor. Hello, I'm Alexis Carabon with your arts and entertainment news. First, Barbara Bush, former First Lady of the United States and wife of 41st President George H.W. Bush, has died. The former First Lady died at her home Tuesday surrounded by her family. She had suffered from congestive heart failure and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Barbara decided herself when it was time to go, telling her doctor Sunday she chose to decline medical treatment in favor of comfort care. Both Barbara and George were hospitalized in Houston in early 2017 for various health issues, but she was spry and all smiles with her husband for the Super Bowl 51 coin toss a month later. Barbara served as First Lady from 1989 to 1993, but also as Second Lady for the 8 years during the Reagan administration. She was known for working to make advancements in universal literacy and founded the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy. She's survived by her husband, 4 sons, including George W. and Jeb Bush, a daughter, 17 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandkids. The White House released a statement shortly after the announcement of her passing, saying she will be long remembered for her strong devotion to country and family, both of which she served unfailingly well. The President and First Lady's thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of Mrs. Bush. Barbara was 92. In related news, former President George H.W. Bush has been hospitalized in Houston just 1 day after his wife of 73 years was laid to rest. A Bush rep says he contracted an infection that spread to his blood. The 93-year-old former president has suffered a variety of health problems, including pneumonia back in January 2017. He also suffers from vascular Parkinsonism, a rare syndrome that mimics Parkinson's disease. As for the latest health problem, doctors say their famous patient is responding to treatments and appears to be recovering. That's all I have for you today, Wilson. I'm Alexis Carabon, and now we're going to take it back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you, Lexi. Now for our next story, also pertaining to arts and entertainment, multi-platinum DJ and recording artist Avicii was found dead in Oman at only age 28. The artist behind smash hits such as Wake Me Up and Hey Brother was found dead in his hotel room, and the cause is only speculated. No one knows the cause of his death, including police and doctors. What the public has begun to think is that the death was the cause of pancreatitis that he was diagnosed with in 2016, as he was believed to be an alcoholic. Thoughts go out to Avicii's family and friends. But to close out your week on a more positive note, here is Ethan Asiatico with sports.
Good morning, Wilson. My name is Ethan Asiatico. The 2018 NBA playoffs underway. We have in the Western Conference, we have the Houston Rockets up 3-1 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Utah Jazz is 3-1 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The candidate for Rookie of the Year dropped 33 points Game 4, Donovan Mitchell. New Orleans sweep Portland 4-0 and will face the winner of the Golden State and San Antonio Spurs in round 2. The Golden State Warriors are up 3-1 against the Spurs. Kevin Durant averaging 26.4 points per game. And out due to injury, Steph Curry was out in the first round, but is expected to play in the second round. That is all for today. Now back to the desk with Connor.
Thank you, Ethan. That's all we have time for this week on Wilson Worldwide. As always, for Tatiana Hilario, Cottrell Stein, Alexis Carlbon, and Ethan Asiatico, my name is Connor Dooley, and I wish you all a great week.